Right, guys, here we are, MMA UK News, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about Grapplefest 12. So, Grapplefest 12 is tomorrow. So, it's going to be tomorrow, Saturday, 21st of May. Now, going to be the usual place, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. Again, unbelievable venue, unbelievable atmosphere, as everybody that's ever been there before will be able to let you know. So, it's going to be great as well. I mean, it's a fantastic event that's put on. It's a better one than the last one, and they always seem to be getting better and better. And so it's going to be, again, another great night of matchups in Liverpool. So ticket availability, again, double check with Chosen Fighters. They might have some ticket availability left. If not, head over to the Grapplefest Facebook page and see if they have any tickets. Now, anybody that can't make the event on the evening, then go to Fight TV. It's going to be live on Fight TV. So again, 3 payment options: monthly, annual, or that standalone pay-per-view price. Probably the best one that's probably better for your money is to go for that annual subscription. It's $49.99, so about 35 or 38 pound, and that's you got it for the full year. That covers obviously all the Grapplefest events and any other events that's going to be on it. So my next guest then is going to be on the show that night again. It's going to be Owen Livesey. Now, Owen comes out of Carlson Gracie Hull, so we've been hearing and seeing a lot of Carlson Gracie Hull for a while now, and as I say, they definitely come. They bring the pace, they bring the action, and Owen is a walking highlight reel. So it's going to be again interesting to see him on Grapplefest tomorrow night. Now, going to be up against obviously Michael Pixley, Daisy Fresh. Michael being one of the top wrestlers coming out of the US at the moment. So again, we've seen Michael on the show previously as well. So it's going to be a very, very great matchup between these two. So 2 different styles, obviously a judoka style going up against a wrestler. Not just judoka, but obviously Owen, obviously wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and so on as well. So Owen, absolute pleasure as always, buddy.
Oh, thanks for having us, mate. Again, feel like I've
No.
been on here about 15 times now.
Listen, we always love having you on, and the reason we've got you on so many times is because you're busy. You're always out there. You're always competing. You're always there, willing to put yourself out there in anything, whether it be like SGI. We talked about Grapple Kings, Grapplefest, and so on and so on. So you're always out there putting your skills on show.
Yeah, I'm just busy. I'm just training every day anyway. So if I'm training, I might as well get out there and and compete whilst I'm in shape. Really, everyone's coming in here training with me every day, and they're putting me through it as well. So I might as well just get out there and compete.
Yeah. I was saying that to Julia yesterday. We spoke to Julia, and we talked about obviously the videos that you guys put up, and it always looks like whenever you watch the rolling videos and so on, and everybody's going at it like it's a competition. So, and that's what Julia said. Obviously, everybody at Carlson Gracie, they're all very, very competitive.
It is. It's like it's in a good way though. It's not competitive as in like they're not willing to take risks and practice things.
Yeah.
It's just competitive as in the intensity. So like for us, a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday and a Saturday is fucking hard. Like really, really hard. So like a Monday is like rounds. So like a typical Monday night would be 10 to 12 5-minute rounds. A Wednesday is literally just a continuous round. And this is for all levels as well. So on a Wednesday night, we'll just literally put 1 hour on the clock and you don't stop for an hour. But I make it clear to everyone that it's not like you're not doing a flow roll for an hour. Like you're going hard from the start.
Yeah.
And then when you've absolutely gassed yourself out, you try and hang in there for the hour. Like my aim for that session basically is, as well as it is to like get everyone really fit and well conditioned, it's for everyone to like completely gas out so the strength isn't a factor anymore. because we've got a lot of fucking very, 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 very physical lads in here who I can tell you now, like when we do a 5-minute round, they can get away with a lot of mistakes because they're so fucking strong and powerful, and it's slippy, it's no geese, they can literally slip out of stuff. But then when you do the 1 hour round, if your technique's lacking, you find out. Because you're that tired, strength's gone after about 20 minutes, and you've got 40 minutes for its technique. If you've not got it, you're fucked. So that's a Wednesday. A Friday lunchtime, so we've just done it now, that's why I'm here. It's similar, so the lads have done 45 minutes this morning without stopping. And then a Saturday morning is shorter rounds with high intensity, so it's them 4 sessions are the sessions where, like, if you come in, it don't really matter what level you are, people, it's hard, like, people will look after you, but intensity wise, you're going to be pretty fucked when you leave the gym. And then the other sessions around that, we train clever, so it's like technical, and it's so you're not just flogging a dead horse like everyone. Kind of use them as recovery as well. So when it's time to go, it's time to go. But then there's plenty of sessions around that where it's pretty steady.
Yeah, that's the thing we love. I mean, as they and again, a lot of gyms don't post a lot of stuff on because, as you know, I mean, coming up over the years, where some gyms are quite secretive, they want to keep some stuff secret. Where obviously you and obviously the rest of the guys, Julia and so on, you're always posting stuff about training and showing rounds, and I always love the video, especially at the end, because I was saying this to Julia yesterday. The mats are always soaking wet and the condensation's in the air, and you can tell you guys have went at it for an hour plus, and so on.
Yeah, it's just, mate, it's just, if people want to compete, you got to do that. Like I always say to everyone in the gym, I genuinely don't care if you lose. Like, I'd be disappointed for you if you've trained hard and you lose. I'm gutted for you because you don't deserve to lose.
Yeah.
But if you tell me you're competing, that's all. For me, that's almost like you signed a piece of paper and said, I'm competing. Fucking make me work hard. And then for me, I'm going to work you hard to the point where if you go in and you lose, because everyone loses, but like, if you lose and you've worked hard, I think it's absolutely fine. Like, I can work with someone that works hard, goes out there and loses, then I can just say, oh, mate, it's fine. Like, you're working hard. We've just got to improve this. But it just pisses me off when you've got someone who doesn't train hard and then you lose and then they ask why. It's like, because you train shit. Like, if that's all I've tried to get everyone here is, if you come in and you work hard, you turn up to a comp and you're ready to fucking go after it, and the result looks after itself. If you lose, we can work with that. But if you're not putting the work in, then that's a problem.
Yeah. It's like old school jiu-jitsu is our old school grappling, because as you remember, I mean, years ago, that's the way they used to do it, old school. Whereas obviously now, a lot of people work on techniques, or do you know what I mean? They'll do like positional sparring, or there won't be a lot of rolling in some gyms. Whereas obviously at Carlson Gracie Hull, it's very old school. I mean, come in, roll for an hour, smash each other, and then obviously go away and enjoy the rest of the day.
It's very old school, like, but it's literally just the way I've trained, and it's done all right for me. So I'm just trying to pass on what I've done. But like, we do situational as well. We'll definitely do situational rounds, because I think that's important, because it's like, if you have a lad who's struggling to break a close guard and he keeps getting stuck in close guard, and then we just do open sparring all the time, he might land in close guard once. So we do situational as well. But I think, and we do obviously do technical sessions, but like I said, with them 4 sessions a week, you've just got to go. Like, it's if you want to compete, like, everyone that competes knows you train hard in the gym and you're pretty tired in the gym, and then you go in a comp and you would have heard it yourself, people come off and they're like, fucking hell, I felt really unfit. You're not unfit. It's just like, it's a pressure environment. So if you're not matching that pressure environment in the gym and doing things like shark tanks, and like, we'll do things where, like, we'll put someone in the middle. It's a simple session. Like, we'll throw everyone on the side. We'll put like 8 people in the middle. that person's got to fight one person for 3 minutes, and he does that 3 times with fresh people before he gets a rest.
Yeah.
And the reason we do that is not just because it's hard, it's because it's like it builds a pressure environment. Like he's doing his first round with someone who's going out hard after him because they know they're having a rest after it. And in the back of his head, he's thinking, fucking hell, I've got this person waiting to come on for me next. So it makes it uncomfortable, which for me is the closest thing to the feeling you get on competition day. I think people just roll and roll and roll, and then they go to a comp and it's a different intensity and they get shocked, and then suddenly they're unfit, even though they're rolling for 3 hours straight in the gym. But then they do a 5-minute round in a comp and they're unfit. It's not that you're unfit. I think it's a pressure environment which you've got to train that in itself.
Yeah. I loved as well. I mean, you put a video up last night where you put Tiago down, baby Tiago. So you got 2 points.
Yeah. He's moving well, mate. We're just working on his footwork.
Mate, he's absolutely brilliant. Again, I was saying this to Julia. I absolutely love the videos and the pictures and so on that you guys put up. And as I say, we've been able to see him grow up to where he is now, and he's a big boy, and he's going to be getting bigger. So it won't be long before we see him throwing people about in the gym. And doing some of these hour trainings. So
yeah, he's got everything he needs. If he wants to do it one day, obviously it's his choice. But if he wants to do it one day, he'll have everything he needs.
Definitely. Then, what about you at Grapplefest 12? So obviously we know you've been on Grapplefest before. Everybody loves watching you because, I mean, you've got a crazy pace, a crazy style, which people love to see. It's definitely a fan favourite style that you have. So how did you find out then you were going to be on GF12?
Chris just asked me, mate. Chris asked me if I wanted Pixley. So obviously Pixley's fucking really good wrestler. I think he's an NCAA Division 2 champion, I think, if I'm right.
Division 2, yeah.
And he basically said to me, like, not many people will take the match because obviously he's a very high level, but he's only a blue belt.
Yeah.
Which is just fucking... I just don't understand the logic, mate. It's like, this isn't jiu-jitsu anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The lads are blue belt in jiu-jitsu. We're not doing jiu-jitsu, we're grappling. Like, wrestling's a massive factor. It's a completely different game. So it's like, genuinely, belts don't matter. Like, the last 8 people I've beat have been black belts, and I'm not a black belt yet. So belts go out the window in this game. So everyone obviously just wants to see fucking carnage with me and Pixley. And I absolutely love matches like that. So when Chris asked me if I wanted it, I was 100%.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, as I know that the sponsors came in and sponsored this matchup for. I think is it the first takedown gets £200. So, which is absolutely brilliant. And again, that's what people obviously with a sponsor coming in and offering that. Obviously, that's what everybody's expecting, and that's what's going to happen. I mean, you're not going to see you pull guard, and you're definitely not going to see Pixley pull guard. So, it's going to make for a crazy matchup.
Yeah, mate. It should be a very good match. It's like, I don't even know what I'd never know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I haven't got a clue. I'm just gonna react to whatever he tries to do, and we're probably both gonna fly, to be honest. But yeah, it should be a good watch, mate. Definitely.
Yeah. It's going to be brilliant as well. I mean, again, when I spoke to Julia yesterday, I know that you and Julia obviously used to do a lot of judo comps together, and then so obviously I think both going to be on Grapplefest on the same evening. So obviously having you and her, and I was saying to her as well, is there going to be like a rivalry between the two of you to see who gets the quickest takedown or the best takedown, or who gets the quickest submissions, or so again. Well, she is. She did say that. She did say that. So you say she's going to look to go and get a highlight reel or 2 of her own tomorrow night. So, but it must be great. Obviously, again, from competing before, obviously, maybe Tiago came along competing on judo comps, and then now being on obviously one of the biggest grappling comps in Europe at the moment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's It is very normal though.
Yeah.
Like when we met training full time. Like
Yeah.
we've literally competed together for the last few years before we both stopped. So it is very normal, but it is very good as well. Especially, I think it makes it better that we've got Tiago now, and it's Jude's still managing to get on a show like that, like Grapplefest.
Yeah.
And it's only 7 months since she's given birth, so
Yeah.
it's a bit ridiculous, really, that she's fighting on Grapplefest 7 months after giving birth. But
Yeah.
it's a credit to how she's worked, and
Yeah.
she's looked after herself since having Tiago.
Yeah. I mean, she's putting a lot of hard work. And again, anybody that's got Julie on social media can see that. I mean, she's working every day. She's out there, obviously, not just doing her own training, but obviously looking after the baby and traveling about and things like that as well. So she definitely puts in the work. And it's only fair. I mean, she's on big shows like Grapplefest and stuff like that. So, and then you're counting this as a date night as well, I believe.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm taking her to Liverpool, aren't I? So it gets me a few points, mate. You know what I mean? Next time she brings up that you've not took me out for a while, well, I have. I've took you to Liverpool. It's in a nightclub. Like, I'll get her a beer after it. Like, doing all right.
Yeah. So that's definitely a date night. Definitely a date night. And then what about you then? So obviously going forward, so obviously GF12, that'll be your main focus, obviously tomorrow night. So obviously we know you had the excellent run out there at the trials as well. So so what do you see yourself doing then for the rest of the year, Owen? I know you like to, whatever comes up, you'll jump in if obviously if there's something available. But what would you fancy doing going forward?
Well, obviously Grapplefest tomorrow, and then I've booked the catch wrestling Snake Pit World Championships.
Yeah.
4th of June, that is. So I need to have a read of the rules for that because I don't actually know the rules. But that's on the 4th of June. Initially, I thought Polaris would be on the 25th of June, but I don't know what's going on with that yet because I haven't heard anything. So obviously, if I hear anything, then I'd do Polaris on the 25th of June. I was told that I might be doing the Grapple Kings England versus Ireland thing, but I don't think they've managed to match me yet. So if they do, then that'll be the end of July.
Yeah.
And then mate, like I don't stop training literally, so I'll just be training with all the lads and all the women we've got here every day, really, every morning, every afternoon. And if I get asked to do anything, I'll just do it. So yeah, it's like I've had a really, really, really busy year though. To be fair, like ADCC smashed me up a little bit, and I feel like I've been competing almost every 4 weeks. So I've not really even had a chance to relax at all, and just coach. Like I've been training every day, coaching 3 times a day, and then obviously this has all been through having Tiago as well. And I just keep getting matches thrown at me, and I've been taking them, so it's been a bit mental. So if I get asked to do matches, I'll take it. If I don't, I wouldn't mind just being able to train and relax for a few months and then kick on again, to be fair.
Yeah. You're definitely a busy man. As I said, you're all over the place in regards to competing as well. I mean, as I said, we saw you in Poland, obviously you were in Ireland, Grapple Kings, and obviously been on Grapplefest previously, Polaris and so on. So but you're definitely getting the big shows that you deserve to be on as well. Because as I said, people love watching you. They love, especially when you come out there like, what's going to happen, what throws are you going to get, do you know what I mean? And as I keep telling everybody, it's absolute highlight reel stuff you do. We saw that at the last Grapplefest against Paul, where you picked him up and dropped him, and that was seen by hundreds of thousands of people, and they absolutely loved it. So it's great that you're getting on these big shows, because you definitely deserve it. I mean, talk about hard working. I don't think there's a harder working guy than yourself on the jiu-jitsu scene at the moment, or on the grappling scene at the moment.
Yeah, I just think shows people, it's a show, mate. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
ADCC is different, even though I ended up getting a few good to watch matches at ADCC, especially the first one.
Yeah.
That wasn't my intention at all. Like, it's a different. I think a competition's about winning. A show's about putting a show on. And I do think, like, someone gets me on a show, it's got a good chance of being a good watch because, like I said, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Like, a lot of people, like, really look into it. They look into the opponent. They make a strategy. Like, half the time before they get in there, the match is fucking. It's almost been nullified already.
Yeah.
Whereas literally me, I just turn up in some good shape, and I'm just gonna engage. I'm just gonna fully engage.
Yeah.
And if he manages to react fast enough and fucking launches me, then that's absolutely fine. I'll be working my way back to my feet.
Yeah.
And he's going for one as well. So in terms of a show, you've got people having a beer and that. I think I'm just going off personal bias here. Like if I'm having a beer and there's two people in the middle going absolutely mental, and that's all I want when I'm having a beer. I mean, I don't want to watch two people tickle each other's feet for fucking 10 minutes.
Definitely. And then one thing as well, Grapple Club. So obviously you've got the instructionals on Grapple Club.
Yeah, I've got just done a body lock one. So the Nogi Judo one, the first one did really, really well. Like really well. The body lock one, like it's doing really well as well. It sounds like I'm just saying it to sell it, like, but it is much better than the Nogi Judo one.
Yeah.
I think the body lock is literally 90% of my takedowns come from a body lock.
Yeah.
If they don't come from a body lock, then it comes from me attempting to get a body lock and the reactions I get off the back of that.
Yeah.
I've literally put all of that. Like I don't hold anything back. I've literally put everything into that body lock instructional that I use.
Mm-hmm.
As well as that, I've put all the hand fight drills in it to set up your body lock. I've linked it to the floor and going straight into passing guard and moving to submissions from different positions. And then I've even put some exercises in there to complement the strength of the body lock, the grips of the body lock. Like literally, there's fucking everything that I use with a body lock and everything that I teach here is in that instructional. I think it's only about 40 quid as well. So you're literally getting. There must be 50 different things in there for the sake of fucking 40 quid. So
Yeah. I said to my son's over in Holland just now doing. He's working for Nike, but he's over there doing Muay Thai, kickboxing. So obviously he always wanted to get into MMA. So he's done jiu-jitsu and wrestling and so on. So he's over there learning Muay Thai and kickboxing. And I was telling him about you. I was saying, obviously, go on, follow on, check out his instructionals and so on. So he's over in Holland with, I believe, the first one, the no-gi for judo. And he's using it, and they've actually got in Nike, they've got a training facility where they can go in and do jiu-jitsu, wrestling, grappling, or whatever they're doing, and they're actually using your instructional to train with. So and they're absolutely loving it. So
it's good, mate, because I'm getting I get loads of people now, to be fair, like tagging me and stuff or messaging me stuff about whether they've had success with it or a few problems that they found with it. Because that's the thing with an instructional. Like I can put everything into an instructional.
Yeah.
But then literally with everything that I put in an instructional, you're gonna get speed bumps.
Yeah.
And there's that much shit. That's like almost you could do another instructional with it.
Yeah.
So what I would say to everyone that actually buys me instructionals is that if they have any problems or anything, then they can literally just message me on my Instagram and I get back to everyone on that and I help them with that. So it's not like they just spend 40 quid on an instructional and they just get fucked off and they can do their own thing. They can message me whenever they want about some techniques and I'm running camps here now as well. So we ran our first wrestling camp out of the gym last weekend. and loads of people came down for it. Went really well, so I'm going to do another one in August, and then one in November. So yeah, a lot of people came down with that who's bought my instructionals already, and they were asking questions about things in the instructionals, and I could actually show them in person. So that worked really well as well.
Definitely. So, guys, make sure you check out Grapple Club. It's all over Owen's Facebook page as well. So, and obviously his Instagram as well. So, definitely check that out. And then, final thing for you, then, Owen. So, again, we know everybody you want to thank because we speak regularly. So, but yeah, anybody you want to shout out to, sponsors, friends, family members, teammates, things like that.
Yeah, just family first, mate. Because, like, although this is my job as well now, it's certain things that I need help with to allow me to actually be in here every morning, every night. Otherwise, I'd be fucked. So, thanks to them for like helping me and supporting me and looking after Tiago, like when I need that.
Yeah.
And then everyone at the gym. So, like, honestly, like the gyms, it's been really good since we started, but I don't know why. The last few months, it's gone up another level. Like, we've got some of the lads going over to MMA now, and literally just transferring our grappling straight into MMA. It's absolutely perfect for it. And we had 2 lads debut last week, and they both smashed it. We're looking at again about 6 of them fighting on Cage Steel maybe in September. Nice. So, like, big shout out to the gym because that is genuinely going up levels the last few months. And then just my sponsors, mate, again. So, like, Progress, doing all my gear first. Hard Life, still helping myself in the club. With Dave and Mooch over at, I think the Hodger Gracie Darlington now, actually.
Yeah.
Overdrive for doing my supplements. Harmon for doing my strength conditioning. And I just got another one, actually. So Fit and Tasty and Hull are, like, looking after my food and that now. So they're giving me my food every day. So that's a massive help, so I don't have to fucking cook or ask Julia to cook. She's getting a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
And then just my own strength conditioning, mate, as well. I've got Grapple Strong, which is doing really well as well. We've got about 30 on there now.
Yeah.
They're all loving the strength conditioning. They're seeing a lot of gains from it, and we're going to start arranging things for them as well. It's like I said, I don't just want it to be people pay online and they just get a strength conditioning program and that's it. We're going to meet up and do sessions together and stuff like that in the future as well. So it's a lot more than just a monthly subscription for a strength conditioning program involved with that. So if anyone's interested in that as well, just Grapple Strong.
Nice. So there we go, guys. We're going to have Owen Livesey, Carlson Gracie, Hull, going to be up against Michael Pixley, Daisy Fresh. So the Pedigo submission fighting. Going to be an unbelievable matchup, this one. As we said, belts mean nothing when it comes to grappling. So, yeah, you've got obviously Owen coming in with that high-level judo, wrestling background up against Michael Pixley, NCAA Division II wrestling champion, which anybody that knows anything about NCAA in America, we're talking about the highest level wrestlers. I mean, a lot of these wrestlers go into like the Olympics and so on and so on. So we're talking about a very, very high level wrestling pedigree. So going to be an unbelievable matchup. So make sure that you do catch this one. So anybody looking for tickets, head over to Grapplefest Facebook page. Or head over to Fight TV and make sure you do get that pay-per-view. So that's Grapplefest 12 tomorrow night, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. So, and I won't be there tomorrow. I'm saying this to Julie. I've got a wedding tomorrow, but I'll be in the church with my phone with Fight TV on whilst the ceremony is going on. So very similar to what I did with SGI and you at the ADCC trials. Trying to commentate and try to watch you at the same time. So I'll be doing exactly the same thing tomorrow at this wedding.
It'll probably be the best wedding you've ever been to, mate.
Definitely. But listen, enjoy tomorrow. Obviously, give my love to the guys. And yeah, we'll catch up with you soon, buddy. All right.
Sound, mate. Cheers, sure.
Take it easy, buddy. Bye-bye.
Thanks, mate. See you, bud.